Hi everyone, welcome to Motorcycle Rescuer. I am the Motorcycle Rescuer, and this is of course Motorcycle Rescuer. So, alright Chin, lay in?
Nah mate, perhaps it's about 6 this morning.
So guys, I'm at a bit of a standstill now because I'm draining the fuel out of that car because I'm just going to pop it off here, drop it, tweak the float height and see if that resolves that, just out of curiosity. We need a left switch gear, possibly a rear bulb carrier, cheap, easy, no issue there at all. We need a carb, and we need to pray to the gods, because, my god. This might be nice. Should I start tearing this down, guys? Should we see if I can hotwire it, see if it has a battery at all? I doubt it. Where does the battery sit on this? Is it under there? Is it under there? Maybe I'll start tearing the Typhoon down. So, a couple of parts for that. I can't put the body panels back on. There's no point. I'll have a little play with this. By the way, guys, the fuel up top is switched off, just in case you think I'm just running through the fuel. I just double checked. Alright, so no point being bored. I'll start cracking down the old Typhoon. It's a lovely looking bike. It's a 125, extremely popular. You know what I was thinking earlier? I was wondering if this, it's a Minorati 50cc 2-stroke. I was wondering if the engine mounts are the same as the DNA 50, because if they were, you could take this engine out and put it on the 50. So it's a top engine mount. It'd be funny if it was the same. It'd be so bloody tempting. Nah, we're bottom mount here. Yeah. With a bracket as well, an extender. Okay, no chance. Well, with the right amount of ambition. Okay, so let's start stripping down the Typhoon. I'll see if I can get some power to it at some point. I'll see if I can hotwire it, and I'll see if, God, I don't know, clean the carb maybe, throw some fuel in, see if we get it started. That'd be pretty fun, wouldn't it? We'd have kind of all these starting bikes that just don't do anything. So as you can see, I've adjusted the float again on that side. I'm just curious. My plan is to put in the new valves next week, but I'm curious to see if this resolves the issue. If we can resolve it kind of on this bench test, then again it wouldn't matter about the pump, although I am waiting for the pump. So I'm going to chuck this back together, and we're going to go back to the second bench test. So bench test part 2, fuel is on. We'll let both the bowls fill up, and then we'll come back 10-15 minutes later, tip it about a bit and see what's going on. Where was I? I'm going to start stripping down the Typhoon. Carb clean, fuel tank clean is probably the immediate things. It doesn't roll, the brakes are solid, and the engine mounts are gone. Has no keys, has no number plate, has no logbook, but absolutely isn't stolen. So, right, yeah, let's just start stripping it down so we know really exactly what we're working with. Okay guys, so it's been 15 minutes as before. No obvious sign at this stage of leakage. Just make sure we are on. No drips. I'm just double checking that. No sign at all. But last time we had to tip it, didn't we? So let's see. What one are we looking at? We're looking at this one. Obviously, if you tip any carb too far, guys, it will drip. But we were only at kind of this angle last time. Let's try the other way. Because it kind of sits slightly this way in the boots anyway. Okay, so under kind of normal circumstances, I'm not seeing any. Let's go a bit more extreme, just out of curiosity. That's quite an angle there, guys. Look. Oh, the right one had a little drip there. Look. But I have to be honest, that is a stupid angle, guys. The bike is really gonna, you know, it's gonna go kind of from here to here. Even with a quick wheelie, it's gonna be like that, isn't it? And let's be honest, you're not wheeling an ER 500 anytime soon. So slight angle. I'm just gonna see if we started that one off, and if it's gonna continue. I don't think so. Well, I'm gonna leave this sit now. I'm gonna leave it sit for a while. I'm gonna move the wire so that I want it kind of more level, really. And I'm going to leave it be, and we'll see how much kind of action we get. So interestingly, guys, some of the wiring looks mint. It looks brand new. And then you get down to the coil. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. That's just huge oxidation there, inside and out. And so green to green on this bike on this occasion. That's good on camera. Let's see what's going on here. Look, same. Look at that. I mean, you'll never get spark through there. You'll never get a good connection. So it's half and half, this bike so far. It's a bit weird. I'm going to get the penetrating spray out and just douse anywhere I might take off the exhaust, for example. They're pricey, these exhaust, guys. So if you get a chance, get them off. Get some paint on them. Strip off the or convert the rust. Do it properly at this stage so that you actually do save it. So guys, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, this bike is dry stored, as in there's no fuel in the tank, so it'd be really good for you and me to see if we just can tip fuel in and see if it electrics and see if it starts up. That would be pretty amazing, wouldn't it? It would almost definitely need a carb clean. You'd be nuts not to, but it'd be well cool to see if it fires up without one. Front panel's off. Now, I had a debate not that long ago with Jake, Gary, Rabjab, Sultan, whoever was around, and we debated whether I should show people how to basically hotwire bikes. And I think we came to the conclusion that we should, but I was never comfortable with that, because what are the pros and cons of showing thousands of people how to hotwire bikes? The pros are, if you happen to lose your key set and you're desperate to get somewhere, then you can get somewhere. The cons are, hundreds of thousands of people will know how to do it, and there'll be more bike theft. So I'll never show you how to hotwire bikes on my channel, and that's that, really. But anyway, I can very easily get power to this bike now once I've seen what's going on at the front. Obviously, I haven't done anything yet, so you won't see anything yet. We were lucky that the steering lock was loose. However, that doesn't mean it's not necessarily a good thing. It may have been snapped loose at some point. If it was snapped loose at some point, then the steering lock may never ever come back. You may never get that back. So I'm going to put some fuel in, see if it holds fuel at this stage, and clean up these contacts properly. I'm just letting the contact cleaner do its thing, and then chuck some fuel in, chuck some power on, see if it powers up at all, and maybe see if it runs. I don't know. Extremely high hopes looking at it. You've got to work loose on the front, guys. The spray alone won't get it kind of thick cut. You've got to loosen it up, and then you spray it. Old wire works really well for cleaning these. If they're really bad, guys, cut them off. You can even cut them off quickly and just wire around. Or of course you've got a new connectors in, that's why you have the connectors in there. One more to roll. They're good, they're check that spot in there. Come on. There it is. Yeah, definitely good. Nice and clean. Lovely, I'll plug that back in a minute when we're ready to do some firing up. Let me get the power here. Let's start with the basics. Does it show any power at all? The chances of having any power is very slim. So I'm going to switch it on with my back to you so you can't see. Ooh, so that's on technically. We had horn. Let's check out the indicators. Hang on, we don't have any. Oh! Rear. Bloody hell, both of them rubbish rear. So let's just try the barn out of curiosity. Nope, it probably needs the rear brake. That might mean the front brake light switch is busted. I mean, I haven't got the plugs on, so I was just curious. We can't check the lights, of course, because none of that's in. So there is some sort of power. That's interesting. Let me see if I can get it to spin over. Let me try with two hands. So it won't work on the button at all, guys. So let me do a little bit of investigation there and just see if the brake light switches were broke, then that would stop it running. It needs them to run. Okay, so with a bit of persuasion, it did turn over there, guys. I'm going to dump some fuel in. So there's a touch of fuel in there. This could be pretty cool. We'll just spin it over a few times. I'm not expecting it to start, but you just never know. And if it does start, I definitely don't expect it to be to run well. So here's the angle I'm going with. So this is first start up with no maintenance. First start up, no maintenance. So that's fine for now. That just gives us an idea if any fuel's going through. I may take the suction line off and suck some through and see what's happening there. So there were two immediate issues, as you can see by this beautiful routing that I've done. The suction wire had a crack in it, was going around that way. In fact, it was just split in half. It was that there and that. And then this suction wire here had a crack in it. So I've now got rid of that as well. So I've sucked some fuel through, so fuel should be in that carb now, but that carb is probably caked, guys, so this is high hopes. But let's spin it over again and we'll see, out of curiosity, what's going on. So close. So close. Okay, I'm stopping now. I'm ending there because when an engine's under that much pressure, guys, on the crank alone, then it's not good. Quite clear there. It wanted to start, but it couldn't. Definitely needs a carb clean. Let's crack that bad boy off. We'll crack it off. We'll give it a clean. We'll chuck it back on. I think this will start up. That's my guess. So guys, the carb screws are stuck as they nearly always are. Try the grips first. If that don't work, put a little slice in them. Flathead always works. Some penetrating spray helps as well. So I'll get the generator out and we'll put a couple of slits in it for the flathead to go in. That always works. But if I can get a couple out with the grips, that's just as quick and easy. Okay guys, so carb clean. I didn't show you the carb clean because my god, you've seen it a million times on my channel, but the carb is clean. Now I think there was a problem with the air fuel screw. I think it was snapped. So I did take it out, but the ends didn't look right to me. So I wouldn't be surprised if this still doesn't start. It would need that air fuel screw bolt and put in because on the bottom end it just won't work. But saying that, it could have been right. I should have showed you really, but it kind of had a stub on the end. And normally they have a long kind of nose. It had no long nose, which led me to believe that it had snapped. So I need to look into that up by checking out online. But for now, we're ready to start up number, what's this? Start up number 3. We were very close before. Sorry guys, Rab Jab's there. Rab Jab, say hello. Right, let's see. Let's see, we've got fuel, we've got a clean carb.
What's that?
Right, and I didn't connect the throttle, so yeah, go on, you press it. Go on, a bit more. Yeah, I think.
Connect the throttle.
Nah, it's not. It's not that. It's
Valves.
just chuck that in just for convenience. What? Don't know. I think there's more to look into on that one. Alright guys, there you go. I think there's more to look into. To be fair, I have a spare carb. Should we try a brand new carb, Abjab?
Yeah.
Are you hanging around for a bit?
Yeah, I'm hanging for a little
Should we try? I've got a brand new carb in a box. Should we try it?
Yeah.
Alright guys, just for your convenience and for your entertainment purposes, Rabjab's going to pull an alarm out of his hat. What are you doing, mate?
It's a Warren give me this alarm. I don't know if it's dodgy or not.
Okay, Warren gave you an alarm.
Yeah.
But why you just pull it out of your hat like a magic trick?
Do that after, innit?
Oh, you want to put an alarm on your bike?
Yeah.
Okay, well done for using your words. Of course we can put an alarm on your bike. What time is it now? Are we running out of light?
No, it's here talk about 6:30.
About 5, 6?
6:30.
No way. Alright, we will
next week, Charlie.
definitely throw an alarm on your bike, mate. Let me try my spare carb on here. Chinese carb, keep it simple. Keep it real. Alright guys, here we go. So we're good. We're good hour and a half, 2 hours later now. We're not showing any spill issues. It's the same fluid. It only dropped because I cleaned the carbs. Remember, I took one of the in fact I cleared them both out, so that's why it dropped. But we aren't seeing any sign of that overflow drip now, which is good. I mean, that's great news. These could go back on the bike technically now, except I don't have enough oil and I am still waiting for my tap service kit. I just don't want to risk it. But so far it seems positive. It's not dripping like it was. That's great. I'm going to give it a bit of you know, bit of movement and stuff at some point, see if anything kind of loosens up, because on a bike it's going to be quite moving. I think it's all good. I think it's all good. Right, Chinese carb on the Typhoon. Let's go. So wrapping up for today, you guys. Bits and pieces for all bikes to do. The carbs on the ER5, they didn't drip all day, so that's good, and they're ready to go. The Typhoon wanted to start but just didn't get there. The Galera needs carb work, and that's kind of it. I think this is a Thursday video, so let me know in the comments how you think all the bikes are going, what you like, what bike you like the most, what you think needs doing. The Typhoon, I tried to start many times. It was just on the cusp of firing up but didn't. I'm going to try a new spark plug, maybe a new coil for it. Yep, drop a comment, make sure you press the like button, make sure you're subscribed, and it'll be great to get a few more views. So I'll see everyone soon.